In the 5th episode of Masters of the Air, countless men from the 100th Bomb Group face tragic ends during the Munster raid, including Captain Joseph "Bubbles" Payne. However, his ending in the series is not what happened in real life, so why did the Apple TV show change it? Joseph Payne, otherwise known as Bubbles, was introduced from the very start as a navigator in the 100th Bomb Group and the best friend of Major Harry Crosby. Throughout the series, Bubbles has been safe as group navigator. However, when Crosby gets his job, Bubbles goes on a lethal mission. Although Masters of the Air leaves many of the fates of its character up to mystery, there is no question that Bubbles did not make it out of the Munster raid. During the debrief after the mission, the crew of the Royal Flush reveal which planes they saw go down and whether they saw parachutes or not. For the majority of the planes, the crew know nothing due to the chaos that was surrounding them. However, when it gets to Bubbles' plane, one soldier states that he saw the plane blow up with no parachutes escaping it. Bubbles didn't die in the Munster raid in real life. The strange thing about Masters of the Air killing off Bubbles in Episode 5 is that the real Captain Joseph Payne did not die during the Munster raid. In fact, there is no record that Payne flew on the Munster mission. Though Masters of the Air is right that Bubbles held the position of 100th Navigator, but was later demoted back to lead navigator on the crew of Owen "Cowboy" Rowan, he did not die in Munster. Though Bubbles' death didn't come as soon as Masters of the Air portrayed, it's true that the navigator was killed in action. After being demoted from Group Navigator, Bubbles became the 100th's lead navigator, flying on missions again. He flew several missions as a squadron leader. However, his career ended when he was put on the crew of Colonel Robert Kelly. According to the 100th Bomb Group Foundation, Kelly led the 100th for only a week when he failed his first mission. The crash occurred after Kelly made himself flight leader, then completed a second fly over the mission's target. Why did Masters of the Air Episode 5 kill Bubbles? Anthony Boyle as Harry Crosby bloody in Masters of the Air. It seems likely that Masters of the Air killed Captain Joseph "Bubbles" Payne early for story pacing reasons. Now that the series is about halfway over, the stakes need to be raised, and the tragedy must increase. This is evident by the fact that Gail "Buck" Cleven did not return from Bremen in Episode 4, and Major John "Bucky" Egan crash-landed in Germany in Episode 5. Bubbles' premature death was likely a way to bring emotional turmoil to Major Harry Crosby while he was stuck on the ground. In general, the change was effective, even if it was historically inaccurate.